There are big developments in Operation Deception tonight. The Target 12 investigators were granted access to the ACI for a face-to-face meeting with this defendant from this explosive case.
Khalid Mason is facing drug charges for his role in Operation Deception, the state police sting that snared 3 Providence cops. Now, in a rare prison interview, Mason is pushing back at the charges against him.
Target 12 investigator Tim White met with Mason just hours ago. He joins us from the mobile newsroom with more.
The meeting lasted 30 minutes. No cameras. I wasn't even allowed to bring in a pen or a pad of paper. But Mason wanted to speak out, calling the charges against him trumped up and saying this case could implicate bigger players in Providence. It's visiting hour at the intake center on the campus of the ACI in Cranston. The Target 12 investigators go behind the barbed wire for a meeting with this man, 34-year-old Khalid Mason. Rhode Island State Police accuse Mason of being a supplier of drugs to Albert Hamlin, who they say ran a lucrative cocaine operation.
Seized from that apartment, believed to be belonging to Khalid Mason, was approximately 125 grams of crack cocaine.
Mason disputes the claim, telling us if he's such a big drug kingpin, why does he live in squalor? He says he, his girlfriend, and his 2-month-old child live in a tiny Central Falls apartment. He points out he has so little money, he hasn't even found a lawyer yet. Mason went on to say the latest charge against him is for what happened in round 1. A reference to a drug case that embarrassed the Providence Police Narcotics Division. In 2007, a judge tossed a case against Mason after narcotics detective Scott Partridge admitted he found evidence he previously testified didn't exist. Rhode Island State Police Captain David Neal was asked about that connection last week.
You're asking about the Khalid Mason case with Scott Partridge. I'm not sure how that...
Is that what led to this?
No, that case did not lead to this investigation.
During that first case, Mason says he implicated several Providence police officers as being dirty. He says those allegations were brushed off by the feds, and now those same cops he named are jammed up in Operation Deception. The meeting was sometimes emotional when Mason talked about his 3 kids being without a father. He says the media may be his only avenue after a bad experience with lawyers, namely disgraced attorney John Cicilline. We'll have much more on this story right here on Eyewitness News tomorrow. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.